Hello. Hey y'all. How's it going? Let's see if I got everything looking good. Yeah, that'll do. Oh yeah, it's you can read it the right way this time. I I put it on the other way. I remembered. Uh, how are y'all doing tonight? Hope everybody's well. Let me just type a welcome real fast. Your questions for the universe in the chat. Choose your oracle and get your answer. Let's have a good time, y'all. Exclamation point. Hi, welcome to the OraCola. I'm arcieoracola, and I'm coming out y'all live from Austin, Texas, as always on Wednesday nights, 9 p.m. We're going to be hanging out here with the universe for the next hour, doing some oracling, I guess you could call it. I'll answer your questions and I'll channel what the universe has to tell you about your question through the oracle that you choose. And that's what we're going to do. So we're going to have fun tonight. All right. We got Goog in the house and Patrick in the house. I hope everybody is over all the illness. I hope everybody's 100%. We got Prince in the house. Awesome. I love it. Okay. Let me put the number generator up. Random. There we go. And I don't think there's any social media questions. Let me just double check. Oh, go away, go away. I hate them little things that pop up. I'm on a MacBook, and it just is always get that little Apple News thing popping up occasionally, and it's not enough for me to actually search it out and stop it, but it's annoying. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, it's okay. If they got things to do. They're moms. They're busy. We'll just hang out together. Let's see. I don't think that's a question. Nope, not a question. And none on the other platform either. So we only working with the two. No, someone tagged me, but I don't think that was a question. Yep. Okay. Cool. So it's just the 3 or 4 of us right now. So we got all kinds of time to give everybody individual attention. Okay. Well, I suppose we should get started with the oracles and the ritual. I'll just run through the oracles real fast since I just talked about what you're supposed to do. That's for all the folks that's watching this later, because I know that the 3 or 4 folks in my chat are all regulars. So, oh, there's a Ben. That's a new one. Hi, Ben. All right, so we got our newest oracle. This is the fashion or style oracle. If you're looking for any kind of fashion advice or style inspiration, choose that one. If you were looking for some earth vibrational energies, we got our crystal deck. Looking for some jewelry or some kind of rock to make your life better in some way, choose that one. We got the old essential oil deck here. This is if you're looking for some plant medicine, some scents, either something to eat or something to smell. And then we got the old arcieoracola tarot deck right there. If you're just looking for more of a traditional kind of thing. Let's see. We got the Revelation Oracle. If you are looking for some advice during the Armageddon, then this is a good one to go with. And then this is a fun one, especially because we got the Valentine's Day coming up this, I think it's coming up on Monday or something. We got the Pornicle. Now, if you pick the Pornicle, you have to phrase your question so that the man doesn't censor it, because it'll get censored instantly. So use PG language and, creative spelling. And then we got, oh God, not as organized tonight. We got our hat of self-care. If you just want some simple self-care advice, then I'll draw something out of the hat here. And then, last but certainly never least, the magic hate ball. This is the one you pick if you don't really want to answer to your question or you want a snarky answer. So there you go. All of your choices. They're also written in the description box below. You can just click that down arrow and see them all listed. All right. Ben has introduced himself to the crowd, it seems. If you have top chat selected, you can only see messages that make it past the filter. Oh. All message. What the hell? I didn't even know that was a thing. Good Lord. There's all kind of tricks and tips. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to change mine to live chat. Thanks for the hot tip there. Yeah, remember to guard your privacy and abide by community guidelines. Yes, yes, I will. No, I didn't want to bring them up. I just wanted you to close that shit. All right, whatever. It's going to be there. Whatever. Okay. So, who has a question for the universe? Oh no, I forgot. We got to do the ritual. Got to do the ritual. All right. So, whatever you want to do is up to you. We just like to do a little bit of a ritual thing to set the space and invite the universe and let them know that we are here. And we start off by burning some sacred wood. I'm going to burn that sacred wood and just let that sweet smoke cleanse the air of any negative energies and entities and TTs. I don't know. All right. And then we'll do the same thing with this bell. And it just twinkles and also gets rid of any bad energies. Whew. All right. And then we're going to cleanse our space of any kind of pathogens with our little UV lamp here. Just going to, uh-oh. Looks like the batteries don't want to. Hey. Come on now. There we go. Okay. All right. No. I can't believe they was charging so much for these. I got this on sale. I won't say where, but it's a certain drugstore on the corner of my street, and it ends with a green. And it was regular like $30, and I don't know, maybe the batteries are dead. I can't believe they'd be dead. I mean, anyway, well, we're trying. We might just have to leave that one off this time. Maybe get some new batteries for it. So, if we all get the Rona, I'm so sorry. We tried. All right. And last but not least, we got our Rich Bitch Witch Spray. And we're just going to spray that for abundance. Your abundance, my abundance, and any abundance you would like to share with me. Always appreciated. You can do that through PayPal or through, what's that one? Venmo. Yeah, that's the only other one I have. Yes, you can send any kind of offerings or tips or donations to arcieocola, ARCIECOLA, on either two of those platforms. It's also in the description. Of course, you are not obligated to send any offerings. It just is very appreciated, and the universe appreciates it. And you know, what goes around comes around. So, and if you're watching this later, I just want to put this out here because I know there's folks that watch this show later, like after it's done being live. You can still tip me. That shit's open 24/7. So if you want to send me an offering, go for it. If it's like 5 years in the future, try it out anyway. You never know. It might go through. And it's not a business expense. New tax rules. It's not a business expense. This is a personal, like, you're paying me back, right? You're paying me back. Okay. Just got to get that straight. All right. Looks like we finally got a question in the house, and I don't think I missed anything. Yep, 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 yep. Okay. Oh, you know me from Cooking Good. Yeah. That old gym. It's still kicking. It's still around. It's still playing. Sometimes I get fan mail just at odd times. Usually when I've not checked the email for like 6 months. So I'm the asshole at that point. But I try to check it regular. I've been trying to get better at it. So yeah, they're still showing that stuff on public access. I didn't even know those channels still aired, but I guess they do. All right, let me get into the purpose of the show. Uh, let's see. What does the tarot have to say about Homeland Security labeling everyone terrorists? Yeah, that's just so disappointing. It seems like we're in a free fall at this point. The society changes so much every day, and the politics is just so crazy. Like things happen that I cannot believe. I cannot believe. And honestly, I'm surprised we ain't blown up yet. I mean, who knows with the whole Ukraine thing that everybody's like, you know, brachiating, isn't that thing that the apes do? What is that called? They're all thumping their chests, trying to like see who's got the bigger hoot. Whatever. I don't know. But yeah, supposedly anybody who is saying things that go against the president is now a terrorist, which is mighty convenient because that's a good way to get rid of pretty much everyone that stands in the way of your power. If you just label them a terrorist, and you can use that Patriot Act, which has never been repealed, to imprison them, silence them, do whatever you want with them. Do whatever you want. So yeah. Oh my God, my nose is itching. Hold on. Uh, 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 uh. Okay, that's better. Sorry. I wasn't picking my nose, it was scratching. Okay, back to Patrick's question. Ooh, the world. So it appears that we're all international terrorists. I think that this is, like I said, this is kind of the last gasp of society as we know it. And the world card is like the end card in the tarot journey. So we've kind of come to the end of whatever we had. We're going to be going to something new. Now, I don't know that particular definition is going to stick. I think a lot of times that things get said, they're said to inflame people and not actually maybe meant to be on purpose, or I think that the definition as they stated it now, the new definition has been the definition all along. It's just we finally got let in on it. So anyway, I wouldn't worry about it too much because frankly, it is probably on the list of bullshit the man is throwing our way. It's probably on the second page. I think there's a whole page of other bullshit that's far worse and more scary than being labeled a terrorist. I mean, fuck it. I don't care. Ah, let me get a sip of my white lady white claw. I wasn't sure about this, and I was like, it could be either really good or really bad. And so I cracked it open, and it was like, okay, it's not bad. I can see where if you're a grown up person, to take it easy on that stuff. But if you were as a teenager, this would be like your biggest regret. So let me get back to the questions. We had a magic hate ball for Goog. Is my coworker watching? Oh, okay. Oh, they have live stream public access. Well, that's new. Finally got with the program. All right, let's see. What does it say? Outlook not so good. Okay. Probably not. There you go. Outlook, not so good. Ah, my magic hate ball is almost 20 years old. Can't read words on it anymore. Should I reball? Yes. Yes, you can go down and get you a magic 8 ball at any place that sells toys. They might even have them at HEB, especially, well, I don't know. It's not, if it was kind of Christmas time, I'd say, or Halloween time. Walmart's going to have it. Target, you can order that shit off of Amazon if you're still doing business with Bezos and his all bridge just dismantling ways. Oh, Carol Jean is here. I heard a rumor that the moms wasn't going to make it, but I guess mom had things to do and got them done and just come on into the show. So, hi, welcome. Uh, Mama is COVID negative. Yay! I'm glad everybody is well. It just ripped through y'all just like all at once. So sorry about that, but yay, everybody's better. All right, let's see. Hate ball, no, that wasn't a question. Who else has a question? We got a good group going here. We got 4 people in the house, 5 people in the house. That's that's pretty good track record for the last couple of weeks. There's a there's a new drag show competition happening on Wednesdays. Like I had picked Wednesday as kind of a dull night in the hopes that some of the people that I would see in the drag section of my life would be able to join. And they do sometimes pop in and out, but I just think it's a different kind of vibe. You know, it's a kind of vibe where you have to participate and you have to be into arcieola, and not everybody is. But yeah, I think it's one of them things that nobody has the attention span for anymore. Because if you like in front of a computer or in front of your phone, you have to watch the goddamn thing. Um, if you're at a bar, there's all kind of things you can be doing besides doing the show. So yeah, I just think that crowd is, they're going to be at the bar. So that's all right. That's okay. I'm here with the couch potatoes because that's where I am, even though I don't have a couch. Okay. Hornicle. Will my husband think of what will my husband think of my Valentine's Day surprise? Oh, I say we're just going for it tonight, ain't we? With mom here. Oh yeah. We're gonna we're gonna see what we're gonna see what the universe has to show. All right. Uh, 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 let's see, 755. And we're going to generate that number 660. Huh. So close to 669. Didn't quite make it. All right. Page 660 in the Pornicle. Oh, this is going to be a more modern one. Oh, okay. So this is interesting. It's a drawing. So so it looks like maybe it's in a whorehouse or some kind of prostituting situation, or maybe it's just an orgy, but these people look like potential customers. And looks like the person in the dress also has a penis, which is fine. And there's like the madam or Mister, I can't tell who that is off to the side here, is showing it off the goods. So I don't know, maybe they're negotiating a price. But whatever you got for Valentine's Day, I think it's going to be penis related. That's just my guess. Oh, it's a class. Oh, like an anatomy class? Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Your ex there in the middle. Showing off the goods. Yes, a VD surprise. Thank you. I felt like doing blue. Even though it's close to Valentine's and you're supposed to do red and pink, I did pink last week, so I felt like blue. So, thank you. Okay. Oh, anybody else have a question? You got 40 more minutes left in the show. That's a lot of time for me to sit here and talk. I think I'm going to pull a style card just for us as people, since we're talking about fashion and Valentine's Day. Oh, and I found out, I remember I pulled a card and I said it was Schiaparelli. No, it's pronounced Schiaparelli. And I only knew that because I found somebody on YouTube critiquing their couture show. And that's how they pronounced it. So, yeah. Yeah, I'll get to some tea. I'll get there. Let's see. Self-care for Thursday. All right. I'll do that one right after this. Let's see what kind of style influence we can all take into our lives. Let's see. Irving Penn. Okay. Irving Penn. I'm assuming that's a photographer. So we should be looking at the world through the eyes of the artist. Trying to look at pictures in our minds. Art is in the everyday. Style is how you hold yourself, not who you wear. Okay. Don't matter if it's Walmart pajamas, as long as you're wearing it with flair. Look beyond the face, they show the world and see the soul. That's really beautiful. I think that's a good style inspiration before we head into Valentine's. Let's see. What did Albert want? He wanted a self-care. Okay. Let's see. Self-care, you got a show tomorrow. Should be fun. Let's see. And it is clean something. Self-care, sometimes you don't think about this, but your environment really does affect your mental health. And if you have a messy environment, I know when I get messy, I start to feel like anxious and depressed. And then I'm like, you know what? I need to clean something. I feel a lot better about myself. And it just kind of gives you something to do. So I would say pick something to clean and nothing that you normally clean, like one of them projects you keep putting off. And it don't have to be a big project. It can just be a little something. But do that and you'll feel accomplished and it'll give you confidence going into your show. So there you go. Well, do the refrigerator or do the freezer or the bathroom cabinet, the bathtub, scrub the toilet. That don't take long. Okay. We had a request for tea. I'm going to get some tea. Man, my nose is itching. Okay. Let's see. What kind of tea? Oh, that was two. This one I just discovered thanks to the algorithm and the fact that the queen is celebrating being on the throne for like 500 years or something like that. It's some kind of diamond jubilee year. So the royal family has an official YouTube channel where they put little clips of them doing their little public service. I don't know what they go to ribbon cuttings and people give them stuff. I don't know what they do. They just appear at places and they're there. They're just present. They don't actually do anything. They just show up at places. So I found myself watching it the other night and just getting tickled to death because you can't quite understand what they're saying all the time. Occasionally you'll hear snippets, but there's usually not a microphone. So you're just kind of left to your own imagination as to what's actually going on. So I started giving him voiceovers just on my own and just tickling myself to death. If you got 2 or 3 minutes to kill, it's such a hilarious snapshot of fuckery. these these weird white people going to different places and interacting with regular folks and just the dumb formality of it all, and just it's ridiculous. It's utterly ridiculous. And it's really fun if you can just get with a friend and do voices for everybody. And yeah, good time. uh, oh, Camilla. Who gives a flying fuck about that Camilla thing? You know they was gonna let her be the queen consort because Charles would have just made it so anyway. I mean, the queen didn't have to do nothing. Charles just could have done it anyway as soon as she kicks the bucket. So, whatever. I have to say, the royal family to me is, they're put in our face so much we can't not really know who they are, but they're so useless. They're just useless. And I never could figure out why we had to always know what these people was doing. Just like we had to know. It I mean, remember when the weddings was on TV? It's like all day long. I wanted to watch cartoons. I didn't want to watch some lady prance down the aisle in this dress and bunch of old people singing hymns. I did not give a flying fuck. Give me He-Man. So yeah, that's how I feel about the royal family. I'm sure they're lovely people when they're not in their lizard costumes and they're eating babies, but whatever. Yeah, I would love to see a member of the royal family try to conceptualize a roast beef sandwich. Well, first of all, I don't think they would even know what to do about a roast beef sandwich. Like it's just beef on bread, and I'm sure they are all quite capable of creating that for themselves. It's I don't think they're completely useless as humans as far as like they can't take care of themselves. I'm sure the queen has sometime at midnight gone into the royal kitchen and gotten the royal roast out of the royal refrigerator and sawed her off a piece or five in a moment of stress. I'm sure she's done it. I doubt very seriously she would involve a servant in that private moment. But I don't know. Maybe not. Ugh. Okay. There was my tea. Who else has a question? You got any other questions going on? PB&J. Apparently people in other countries don't eat peanut butter. At least that's what I've been told. Like it's a very unusual, very American thing, which I guess makes sense. I think peanuts come from here, so yeah. Her diet is 90% smoked salmon and gin. I would not be surprised. And honestly, that's probably a pretty healthy diet since she's what, 95 years old and she's still getting around. She still seems to be all there, unlike some people like our president. Okay. Who has a question? Otherwise, I'm going to go through and pull us a crystal card to see what kind of crystal energy we can all use. I need to get over to the rock shop. I've just been lazy. Plus, it was cold. We had an ice storm last week, and there was ice all over the ground for like 4 days. It was terrible. I don't like the cold. I just don't. Okay, here's our crystal. Hematite. Ground yourself. That's a good one. Hematite's good. It's nice and shiny and black, kind of a gunmetal black gray kind of color. It's got a good cool feel to it. I don't know. I feel like it is a very grounded stone. So if you got any hematite, or if you got any hematite jewelry, even I know hematite rings is pretty popular. Yeah, grab that thing and Give it some love. All right. What does the tarot have to say about the Canadian truckers? Hmm. Yeah, they're coming up against the resistance right now. I mean, for the first few days, the government was like, "All right, we're just going to wait it out and see. We're going to see what happens. We're going to smear them, but we're going to see." Now they're actually getting shit. Like they're like, "Okay, okay, y'all need to. If you honk your horn, we're going to give you a fine. If you put gas in your car, we're going to give you a fine." Like they're really trying to starve them out, and they're just not moving. They're just not going anywhere, and people still keep coming, which is what's great about the internet and this time is that if we was just relying on the narrative put forth in the news, which they finally did have to start covering it after it went on for a couple weeks. Of course, the coverage is terrible. It's negative. If it's awful, and it's not representative of the truth. And we know the truth because there's like dozens of people doing live streams on social media, walking around in real time, showing you what's going on, talking to all the people, talking to the counter protesters that even show up. Like it is not at all like what the media is trying to portray it as. So, in that sense, I think it's a very important moment because we realize now that we can cause difficulties to the man and we can make the man have to retreat back if we strategize in just the right way. But yeah, they're twisting the screws on him now. Let's see what the tarot says. Oh, temperance. Okay. So yeah, they just gotta maintain their chill. We can't they just gotta maintain their chill and have expectations that are realistic. You know, it might come to where they haul them all off. That might happen. And I'm sure that the people who were there are mentally prepared for that because they're still there after 2 weeks. They ain't been scared off yet. So yeah, they just gotta maintain their chill, and then the truth is out there. The truth is there. So we maintain the chill, and you'll be on the right side of history. Okay, let's see. Goog, tarot for my coworker, please. He refuses to ask a question. Oh, okay. And then we got one from Carol Jean. Help with remaining calm while choosing my new flooring. Good luck. That's stressful. Any kind of home improvement is stressful, especially if you have to make those decisions with other people. Oh, God. Okay. Coworker for Goog. Tarot general reading. Swords. So they just need to use their will. Like they need to be go getters. They need to go get it done. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, this is just a general card, so they can look up the suit of the swords in the tarot and kind of get an idea of the themes that are involved. But there you go, swords. Carol Jean, oil, help with remaining calm while choosing my flooring. Floor. I'm looking at my floor, which I did not choose because I live in an apartment, and I think it's not the worst floor. I've had hardwoods before, and they get just as dirty and filthy as the laminate, and the laminate seems to take abuse a little bit better. I don't know what kind of laminate this is, but it's definitely not. It's not hardwood. So I don't know. I've heard you can't use heat around it. It doesn't handle like super steam cleaning or nothing, but I don't know. Not that I tried to do it. I ain't gonna be steam cleaning this shit. Oh, okay. Here we go. Coriander heightens happiness and creativity. Okay. So yeah, coriander. Get you some coriander and sniff it. It smells real good. It's basically cilantro. It's kind of the same thing. And if you're one of them people that don't like cilantro, well, sorry. But I love the smell. It's very fresh and green. So there you go. And you can do all kind of things with it. So get some coriander in your life. Oh yeah, see there you go. Go with what you love. Candle wax stains it. Oof. Are you talking about laminate flooring? Probably. I don't know. I ain't dripped no candle wax on it yet. Okay, back here. We had another question. Ben had a question. Wondering what the future is for my useless little brother. Been on his deathbed for 11 years. Oh wow. What oracle did you want? Well, I itch my nose. Ugh. You have to tell me the oracle. I don't I don't know why you have a terrible opinion of your brother's 11-year death. I'm assuming that's a metaphor for some kind of addiction or some kind of bad habit. But I don't know. You can fill me in while you tell me your oracle. Tarot. Okay. Well, let's find out. Little brother. Little brother. The star. Okay. So this one is just telling me that you not don't need to give up. Don't give up hope. It could still turn it around. Um, and even if it's terminal, I don't know what the context is here, but it could be that it's okay. Like the next phase is going to be good, and there's going to be more peace and healing when the transition happens. So yeah, I think it's one of those things where you just got to maintain your focus on the spiritual aspects of it and maybe not worry so much about the earthly mundane aspects of it because we're all on the journey, right? All of us. Dying from self-pity. Well, that's what I meant. Like I think there's hope that they'll snap out of it. You just have to keep the positive vibe and really keep pushing in the gentle ways that you can as a family member for them to find the healing that they need to find. So there is your answer. Good luck, little brother. While I'm thinking about it, I'm going to pull a card, essential oil card for the rest of us. Just so we'll also have some plant medicine to guide us through this Valentine's week corridor. Hoo ha. Hoo ha. Let's see. For us, we get Yarrow, heals physical and emotional wounds. Okay. So it looks like you can use it as a scent, you can take it as a pill, and you can also use it in body care. So, Yarrow. It's like yellow, kind of I don't know what kind of flower is that? It kind of looks like a weed. I bet it is a weed. Oh, this shit's a weed. All right, we'll get you some yarrow. Yarrow. They call it yellow yarrow. They call it yellow yarrow. That was terrible. Sorry. Who else has a question for the OraCola? We have about 20 more minutes left in the show. Yeah, 20 minutes left in the show. And I'm going to be here just stretching and moving like this. until y'all give me something to do. I need to roll my back. I've been lazy about my tennis ball on the wall thing. I try to keep up with it every night, just give myself 10 minutes, just kind of work the kinks out. And I get lazy about it sometimes and I forget to do it. And then, oh, it's the worst that it just like the knots start compounding in, and then it takes a lot longer to work them out. I don't know why I do that. It's not good for you. It's not good to neglect yourself. So easy to, though. Why is it so easy to neglect yourself? I don't know. It's like a common human affliction in the third dimension. Okay. Question. Anybody? Otherwise, I want to get me into some Book of Revelation. See what kind of apocalyptic energies we need to think about. All right, hold on. 1 and 22. Let's do the answer here. 17. All right. Book of Revelation, chapter 17, has 18 verses. And we're going to do, and then 9. All right, verse 9. Oh God, I can't see it. And here is the mind which hath wisdom. The 7 heads are 7 mountains on which the woman sitteth. Okay. And here is the mind which hath wisdom. The 7 heads are 7 mountains on which the woman sitteth. So there's a woman sitting on top of 7 mountains, which are actually like heads. This is like in the middle of some kind of Whore of Babylon, I think, fantasy. I think that's where this is. Anyway, it seems like it's a moment of pause. We're in a moment of pause. The story is being told. There's not a whole lot of action. We're just kind of in a pause moment. So, yeah, we shall see what the rest of the week brings. Interesting times. Let's see. Speaking of self-care, oh, hi, Lava Jeans. Will you pull something from the self-care hat, OraCola? I certainly can. Okay. Lava Jeans. Self-care. Digital Detox. That's a good one. So you need to just like unplug from the matrix, the social media, all of the things that are bad that we just can't like tear ourselves away from because the man made it so enticing. Yeah, digital detox. I would say if you have to maintain some kind of presence, just limit it to like 20 minutes a day. And then just let it go the rest of the time. Go outside, take a walk. The weather in Texas is supposed to be good if that's where you are. Read a book. Just don't do digital things. That no video games, no Netflix, no Spotify, none of that shit. Of course, no social media. Very bad. Terrible. No YouTube, unless it's my show. I give her permission. You can watch all my shows you want. That don't count. Magic 8-Ball. Are we going to owe on our taxes? Let's see. I'm expecting some money back. That's because I'm poor. But some of y'all might be self-employed and have to pay. Let's see. It is certain. Oh, no. It says it is certain. Oh, Karen, you got to be the old buzzkill for everybody on their taxes. Well, just, if they're I don't know what your situation is, but if it's more than a simple few W-2s and all that stuff, go pay somebody to do it for you. And I'm not saying go to H&R Block. I'm saying like find you an actual tax person because supposedly the laws are so complex that if you're a small business or if you're in business for yourself, it's so difficult to figure out all the best ways to do your taxes, like so that you get the most back, that it's just easier to pay somebody and that you'll end up saving money in the long run if you do it that way, if you find the right person. So maybe you need to find a tax preparer if you don't have one already. See what happens. You might not owe anything or you might not owe as much as you think you do. So it's always that. Hang on to hope. Oh, okay. We have about 14 minutes left in the show this evening. If you have questions, put them in the chat and I will answer them to the best of my abilities as given to me by the universe. Let's see. We could do a self care for the rest of us. See if there's some other self care we can all do for ourselves this Valentine's week. I think it's perfect. We all get to masturbate. I'm down. I don't mind. I could do that one. I'll rub one out for the team. There you go. Perfect. That was cute. Y'all better put some questions in or I'm going to have to pull some tea out. And I know there's some spicy tea in there and I don't want to draw it because it'll get me in trouble. For America. Yes, do it for America. All right, I guess I'll do some tea. Jeez, y'all are terrible. So awful. Let's see. What is this one? This one's so good. Okay, this is your feel good for the Valentine's week. When you're done with the OraCola, before you start your digital detox, go to YouTube and Google it. Look up Leon the Lobster. It's just the sweetest thing. So it's this guy who bought a lobster at a grocery store, the kind you're supposed to eat. And he took it home because he happened to have this empty saltwater aquarium. And he said, I'm going to see what it's like to keep one of them lobsters as a pet. And so he started a whole YouTube about it. They don't have a whole lot of videos. And the videos are like maybe 10, 15 minutes long. But it's just fun to see this old lobster that was bound for the dinner plate kind of come out of its shell and become this interesting pet. And the guy that does it, he's just kind of got this like folksy southern. I guess he's from the Carolinas. His accent, and he's not like any great orator or nothing. He's just a regular dude, but he has this kind of bouncy music that he puts to it, and he's like just narrates very simply what he thinks the lobster is up to and how he feeds it. And it's just been a little journey. And so I saw the first episode, came out in the fall, I guess. And I was interested, because I'm like, okay, I never would have thought about taking a lobster from the store and raising it up as a pet. Like, who would think about having a lobster as a pet? But apparently they're pretty good pets if you've got the big enough space. Now, they do need a lot of space. They need these giant saltwater aquariums, and obviously this person is quite familiar with the upkeep of those kind of environments. It's not something that I would do just to have a lobster pet. That's lots of money to invest. But if you have the tank lying around and you want to get a lobster as a pet, then it's just as easy as going to the grocery store, cutting the little bands off, putting it in the thing, and taking care of it. and just letting it be a lobster. I know that they have those little bitty ones that you can get sometimes for aquariums. I've seen those. And I'm assuming they're little because they're just babies. They just keep growing and growing and growing. But, that takes many years. But a lobster that's going to be eaten, that's pretty old lobster. It's been around for a while. So, yeah, Leon the lobster. Check it out. It's really cute. And then do your digital detox, except for my channel. um, let's see. What else can I talk about? Oh, I'll tell you what. My upstairs neighbor keeps throwing their dog vomit off the balcony. And this is something that I noticed just like a month ago. And it was just like this gross pile of stuff because it lands like right in front of my balcony. And so it's like kind of gross and disgusting. But I don't want to, I mean, I'm not going to pick that shit up. But yeah, aside from the fact that they're noisy as fuck, they must be hoarders because they got all kind of furniture and shit all over the place. They got two huskies that they mistreat that piss on their balcony and rains down on mine. Now they're throwing the dog vomit off. It's disgusting. Utterly disgusting. And I feel bad because obviously the dog must be sick. I hear it like coughing up stuff. So something's wrong with it. And I know there's two huskies, one's younger and one is older. So it's probably the older one. But it's just like, why would you throw it off the balcony? Why don't you just throw it in the trash? I mean, goddamn, we have a goddamn dumpster literally feet away. Feet away. It boggles my mind how some people can be so fucking disgusting. Just and inconsiderate. Just disgusting and inconsiderate. And it's people like that that make me think that as much as I want humanity to evolve into the fifth dimension and for us to release the shackles of the man, I don't want to take them motherfuckers with me. I don't want them to come. I'm discriminatory. And I know that's bad to have hate in your heart, but god damn it. Really? Ugh. Disgusting. And this is the thing, when you have nasty people like that living like above you, you don't want to inflame them because they are obviously lower level consciousness. You don't know what kind of shit they'll do to you and your stuff. And so it's just this really weird kind of uneasy truce where you just notice it, but you're not going to like be on their I'm not going to go all Karen about it. And I guess unless it starts landing on in my actual balcony. But it's just horrible. And it's like I've talked to these people before. I've talked to them about their issues. And they'll get a little bit better and then they'll backslide. And I'm like, why do I have to be the grown up here? I guess I'm learning a lesson. The universe is teaching me some kind of lesson. Anyway, I just thought I'd share that disgusting little neighbor update. I know that over the summer we was having trouble with them leaving the dogs out and they was making all kind of noise out on the balcony. And I was telling you about them pissing on the balcony and it raining down on my stuff. But yeah, it just hasn't gone away. And it's just one of them things where you have a shitty neighbor and you can't do nothing about it. I mean, I've had plenty of shitty neighbors in my time. In fact, when I lived in a house in the neighborhood, I had all kind of crazy neighbors. Like I could sit here and tell stories for hours about the crazy shit that my neighbors got up to. And eventually they all kind of like died or like got priced out. I mean, when I moved into this neighborhood, it wasn't quite as gentrified as it is now. Now it's just like all rich, yuppie people, all white liberals. It's terrible. It's awful. But when I first moved into that house, and that was the house we did cooking good in, there were some colorful folks on the street. Let me put it that way. And they had all been living there for a very long time. And I had some stories. But yeah, this apartment neighbor is a different kind of special, if you get my drift. And I don't know if they're going to keep this apartment. I surely hope not, because I kind of want to renew my lease. It's coming up. and I don't feel like trying to find somewhere else to live. But God, just I don't want people throwing vomit off of their balcony. It's disgusting. Wait, y'all are having a discussion. I don't know what they use, and I don't ever see them doing it. I just see the evidence of it happening. And the only reason I'm assuming it's dog vomit is because I've cleaned up enough of it myself to know what it looks like. Ugh. I googled if you can mail animal waste, and there's nothing that says you can't that I can find. Right. I mean, I could be bitchy and like gather it all up and then put it back on their doorstep. It's just right above me. But then that's when you're opening a war. You're starting a war at that point. And it those people are willing to go much farther than I am. That is the thing. It is uh, anyway, I don't know. I'm trying to like be mature about it and try to think of the best way to handle this situation because I certainly don't want it to escalate to other things being dropped off the balcony. Yeah. There used to be a company that would mail dog crap anonymously for you. Oh, yeah. I Why would I bother? There's enough dog shit laying around this apartment complex. I could just go pick up a pile and just do it myself and save myself the trouble. Because they're not the only nasty motherfuckers here. Let me tell you, there's tons of people, and you never catch them motherfuckers. You never catch them. They're stealthy. Yeah. They just let their dogs take huge human-sized dumps and just leave it there in all its glory in the middle of the path for everybody to see. And we got two dog parks here, and both of them are full of shit, literally full of shit. And the maintenance people, God bless them, I see them in the morning going around and picking it all up, but it fills up that fast because that's that many inconsiderate fuck heads who don't think that they have to do their part in keeping the goddamn place presentable. Ugh. Don't use a flat rate box. Yeah, no, the Postal Service is such a scam these days. What do we get for all the money we give them? Have you tried to mail a package lately? It's goddamn expensive, and there ain't no guarantee it's gonna get there in time. Crap. All right. We got 2 minutes left in the show. I think I've ranted enough. Sorry I had to share my neighbor woes with you, but it is what I do when nobody's asking questions. I just ramble on about shit and you get to listen. So, mm, I hope you all enjoyed your time with me this evening. Again, I will be doing it on Wednesday night at 9 o'clock Central next week. And yeah, I hope everybody has a fantastic Valentine's Day. And if you don't celebrate Valentine's Day or you ain't got a date, I hope you have a good time. I hope everybody has a good digital detox and plenty of masturbation. And what did I say? We had Yarrow and hematite and so the photographer. I forgot. You'd have to rewind it. Anyway, go through life looking at things like it's a picture. I do not have a scratch off because, like I said, I got depressed at my losing streak and I didn't feel like I needed to add any more negativity to my life because God knows the man has added so much in the last few years. So I'm trying to maintain. Plus, when you got neighbors throwing their dog vomit off the balcony, that's negative enough. I don't need I don't need to pay money for my negativity. But maybe one day, if I feel like I'm feeling lucky, I'll grab one. It's not off the table. It's just not quite what I feel like I want to do right now. So anyway, I don't think I had any questions that I missed. Let me just scroll up real fast. Nope, I got them all. Okay. Well, thank y'all so much for hanging out with me this evening. It was a pleasure to be hanging out with y'all. Again, if you have friends that you would like to invite to watch my show, then please send them the link. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do that. And you can also click the notification bell if you want to know what next time I'm on, which will be next Wednesday. Of course, if you have any offerings you would like to send, you can do that through Venmo or PayPal at arcieocola, arciecola. And yes, leave a comment. Those are always good. Hit the like button on the video. Watch it later. Again, get the views up. So many ways you can help out. And I do appreciate y'all so much. And I love y'all. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye. Oh, end.